Well, good morning, everyone. This is the Cash and Caffeine or Caffeine and Cash crew coming to you here on April 22nd. This is Jackie and many of our future leaders and leaders that come together each and every morning throughout the month of April at 8 a.m. Pacific with one clear focus: cash. And the focus is Jaffra's $50 cash card, Jaffra's $500 cash gift card in lieu of the TV, having 12 qualified new team members during March and April, as well as having the opportunity to replace the trip to New Orleans with $2,000 to $3,500 cash. So today we wanted to just do a recording for you. We come together, we take a focus, and we want to just review our focuses. Many of you have had the opportunity to look at the slides. We've been posting them in email. We've been posting them in WhatsApp. But this is what we do each morning. We invite you to join us now through the end of April. And then in the month of May, we'll be meeting together as leader teams Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It won't be every single day. So again, we just say, if this is for you, join us every morning. So I'm going to do just a quick review. And then today we have the gift of Gina O'Neill, who shared with us on the Goal Achieving webinar on Monday that she has really grown her leads for adding new team members through Facebook. And just some of the strategies she's been doing. Remember, she's been working on this for a while, but we wanted her to just show her screen and give us just her best tips that, again, she has utilized this system and really has started to build her tools through Facebook so that she could constantly and never missing that quarterly team expansion bonus. So we're grateful to have Gina with us today to do that. So let me take you to the intro. What we do every day is we have a vision about changing habits. We really kicked off talking about what do we want to learn, what do we want to earn, what do we want to try, and what are we willing to defy. That's been our mantra since the new world changed back in the month of March. And we really have stuck with this. I've got to say kudos to each and every leader. Many of you that you see on the screen today have been here every single morning, literally way back in March. And many of you have advanced from Zoom parties to YouTube to Facebook Lives to 1-minute videos, just defying that technology. So what our goal is in this new world is that we never look in the rearview mirror. We're always looking out a new windshield. We're looking at a fresh new dashboard filled with tools like the virtual hub, filled with confidence as one of our main compasses, because we've been trying and learning and growing. That is really the truth to the success of the Amber region in March and April. So that being said, we again on the other side, whatever that new normal is, virtual will never be less, it'll only be more, which is why we're doing a special edition today. It's also to say, what habits do you want to change? That's the power of us coming together every day, is now we are forming new habits. I'm seeing it from those of you that are here every single day. So that again, we do our business in a whole new way to serve people in a far better way. So let me take you to our catch up, and then we're going to go right to Gina. So at the very end, I have all of those that are with us today typing in their success stories of yesterday. So each day we do a little catch up. What are our hot news, hot stories? Some of them have already achieved the $50 gift card. I know yesterday we celebrated Sandra Farrington. We celebrated Helen Wells. Many of you already have earned it or right on track to earning it. So again, great big kudos to all of you. Many of you are also on track for that TV gift card. We celebrated Sandra yesterday, and again, many of you are already right there, if not already earning it. So we'll do some of those shares that this team has taken on at the very end. Let's get us rolling. Here we go. Let me take you to my screen, and we are just going to just take a view of where we left off yesterday. Again, I'm doing this for two reasons, so you have an understanding of what we do each day. We have had one focus. If you listen to our goal achieving webinar on Monday, there's one thing that Rosa Lopez and her team focus on. How has she grown from a DM1 to now near DD3 in 2 years? There was one recipe she taught us shortly over 2 years ago. It was no less than 10 conversations or connections a day. And to explode, which she has for 2 years, it has been 20 a day. So that being said, we decided to take her recipe. And as we focus with the Caffeine and Cash crew, every day it's keeping a list, tracking to having 10 contacts a day. You really want to be bold and explode every day and end the day with a new team member. It's 10 conversations. So if you're watching this and you're ready to make a change, you want to still earn that $500 TV cash gift card, earn the New Orleans $2,000 to $3,500 gift card. The key is this. It is what you do every day is your priority. What is your urgent priorities? The key is it must be inviting 10 people a day to take a look at, of course, beginning the business. If not that, then booking a celebration with friends on Zoom or a Facebook event. And if not that, at least buy our home essential product shipped direct to your door from my Jafra store, right? So this is what we do. Every day we're tracking 10 a day. We know the numbers in the direct selling industry typically on average are 1 in 3 when invited will buy. 1 in 5 will book or join a booking that you're hosting. 1 in 10 will join the company. 1 in 20 will grow a team. And you always want to make sure you end every connection with, if not you, then who do you know? But remember when they say yes, if you plus who will you add to join with you? So we've really been focused on this each and every day, and the success stories are incredible. But our goal is that you keep a track every day, an accountability of the number of contacts, and then know your own odds. We did a pilot program last fall with Dana and Neil Phillips. We found in Jafra, out of our top 15 in the team, that 1 in 6 end up joining and beginning the company with Jafra, beginning to work their own business. So again, we may have different odds in Jafra, but you as a business owner always want to track and know your odds of the day of the week, so you know the recipe to achieve any goal you want. So again, that's our key mantra every day. Many of you already have these slides, and if you don't, they're in WhatsApp in the leaders group and the future leader group, and they're also in the units on Facebook called 4 Weeks to Leadership. We utilize Dana and Neil Phillips, our coaches from our pilot program, all of their content. These 2 sheets are unsurmountably the way you defy your limits, or you defy the goals you're not achieving of building your team or building your district. So I'm not here to read them, but they're my 2 favorite sheets on how do you truly really grow your team. So I know their words may not be grammatically, legally correct, but just look at this as your training for you as a leader, because you want to reframe your thinking. There's no reason each and every one of you couldn't add 1 to 2 team members every day between now and April 30th and have $550 in Jafra's cash gift cards for growing your team and helping your new consultants qualify with their retail sales. Next is, what was our purpose of our Caffeine and Cash? Is to change habits. What are the success habits of successful direct selling leaders? And these are the 2 sheets, again, we keep using in our focus group. Next, what do we have? We typically found, as we were tracking ourselves in our first 10 days, our gap is time priorities, time managing, and knowing what to do first. So these were additional tools, again, in our units about, are you really setting a daily schedule? Taking time blocks each hour, every 15 minutes, every 30 minutes, to really plan to do the most important things: growing new leaders, growing new consultants, and then serving your clients and other consultants and other leaders in your team. So again, a goal can't be met without a plan. A plan will not be met if you don't take action. And without A, B, and C, there won't be success. So we really have been using these tools again to take a focus each and every single day to do the things that matter first. So again, what did we focus on yesterday? My charge to every leader, you even saw this on Facebook for all consultants, is for you all. We had a training the first Wednesday of the month. Melissa Pardo was our guest speaker on how to hold Facebook parties. And it's all in your virtual hub. You even have the PowerPoint posted yesterday on Facebook if you didn't download it. But it's there because the new world that will not go backwards is more virtual parties. Hosting Facebook events. You want to practice these every single week while people are home. Whether you're the hostess, you have multi-hostesses like Hannah Wachter taught us, or you host your own and do mystery hostesses, which you can see those all over Facebook. I'm in one right now with Sensi. I love to learn. Melissa and her team built amazing party toolkits. So we invite you to host Facebook parties. We invite you to host Zoom parties. Janice Todd shared text parties. You heard Francie Lucero this month with Susan Nichols share how she did just posting the Defy video and had over $3,000 in sales. This is about, what are you doing to defy technology limits on a daily basis? You want to be skilled on the other side of this changed world, because it will only be more virtual shopping, virtual service. So that being said, I am charging everyone this Saturday to either start a Facebook event this week right now, and or even host a Zoom party on Saturday, a Facebook party, and go live on your Facebook event, because typically your Facebook parties are 5 to 7 days long. If you look at Melissa's post, that's okay. Go live on Saturday, and then maybe even have a Zoom party. Dia Collins shared that yesterday. She's hosting the Facebook event, but then adding live Zoom as well. So I'll read some of their successes, because this team here has been holding Zoom parties, Facebook parties, and they're typing in the chat some of those successes. Remember, on Thursday this week, our last April Joy meeting with Anna G, and these have been working. We stated yesterday we had 7 guests, one of the best Joy meetings we've had. I've been working Joy meetings in this region for 3 years. To have 7 guests on a virtual Joy is the best we've ever had. And guess what? Bravo to all of you. 100% joined and qualified. So how exciting is that? 7 out of 7. That's just a sign. You better invite today on this super Winter Wednesday as many as you can. Because again, this is your chance to keep it simple. A 30-minute Joy meeting tomorrow, and then have a party on Saturday that you could welcome her, do her launch party, and it's already set to have your own party on Saturday on Zoom, and set up her Facebook event on Thursday. So they can meet you in the middle of that Facebook party. So again, I challenge you all for Thriving Thursday tomorrow to have the most attendees ever. And then host a Zoom party, but set up a Facebook party as well for a super Saturday and a super week. This is the new world of DEFRA. So that being said, I just want to touch on one more thing before we turn to our topic today. I want to just remind you, JAFRA launched our former campaign. What does that mean? First time in our history we've ever done this. We have given every consultant who went former, they didn't order after 1 year and they lost their account. Anyone in the last 2 years that literally lost their account, we are giving them the option to just reopen their account. If you look at your report, you will see 2 X's in front of a phone number in your pre-branch or branch. When you see that, those are your former consultants. We have reopened their account. The only action needed is they can go ahead and order. When they order this month, I made this flyer, it's in WhatsApp for all of you. So again, this is just for the former campaign. So it says Jafra wants to give you the option to come back in April and reopen your Jafra account for free. What does that mean? They can shop right now for all their essentials from their own Jafra store direct to their door. Whatever their start date was, could be 30 years ago. That start date stays the same. They keep the same kit number, same account. They go ahead and just place an order. They do not know this. You have to call them or they will not know this. The goal is, remember to use this flyer because it shows them the cost of an order at 30%, at 40%, and 50%. Remember, at 40%, Jafra, believe it or not, is even going to give them the cleanser and the volcanic mask that we have for our inactive consultants this month with a $300 order. At $400, now remember, they'd be 40%. At $400, they're at 50% like everyone, plus they get the Blossoms and the Revitalized Balm, or the Royal Jelly Longevity Balm. So 2 more gifts. They're getting well over $100, almost $200 of free products coming back with a $300 or $400 order. It's an order size, not a cumulative. So that being said, again, this is a time to really reach them urgently today and invite them to the Joy meeting for a fresh look at Jafra tomorrow. As they shop, remind them of our client offers through the next 2 days and the 4 consultant only offers available with those $300 and $400 orders. So please print this. It's a reminder for you. You're welcome to email it, but everything is on one form for your formers. Now remember, they also have the option, and this is also on the form, if they'd rather take a fresh start with a new kit number and a new beginning, they can choose a kit of their choice. The biggest benefit they have to start with a new kit, especially with just $19, is they can start over and take advantage of these new consultant packs with up to 56 products at up to 80% off, 80% commissionable products. And then they're eligible for the $50 gift card. If they come back here or they come back here, they're eligible for Welcome to Jafra and they're eligible for VIP, either way. But they're only eligible for the packs and the gift card when they start with a new kit. Okay, that was stated in our training with Houdit. So if you have questions on that, feel free to reach me by texting or WhatsApp, and I will help you with anything you need. But this is a great opportunity as well for you to help them rejoin or just bring them back, build their happiness of Jafra products they've missed, receive great rewards as well. So I wish you, again, a great former campaign. But wait, there's one more. That means for those of you leaders, you received free revitalized products as well with so many inactives, I think it's 3 or more, that reactivate with their orders. That is your gift as well this month, okay? And then your gift here when you sponsor or help them restart with a new kit. Okay, here's the details for today. So as we end this segment, to kick you into what's caffeine and cash and what do we have on the table. I just wanted to add that what tools we're using every single day. We have been using the memory jogger because it reminds me of people that I sometimes forget. Who do I see on Facebook? Who did I used to see out and about? What are some businesses that maybe I could partner with to do a Zoom party, a Facebook event, a fundraiser? Or that's a small business owner. Maybe they need a different form of income right now. So again, we have been really using our tools, the memory jogger, and really saying, who do I know or who do they know that might be looking? So again, we really keep gathering our list of who do we want to invite. Then we track it. Imagine 3 days in a row, that's 30 contacts. But you want to prepare your script. We always, in our 4 weeks to leadership training, talk about OCI. Who am I observing either on Facebook, in my address book, in my contact list, in my phone? Who am I observing, when I'm out and about? Who did I used to observe when I could go out and about? And why do I want to invite them? What qualities do they have? What skills do they have? What need? Or what do I think they'd love most? Or what do they love most about Jafra? And then what's in it for them when they join Jafra right now? Maybe it's the free website, the virtual business because they can't go to work. You describe what the best benefits are. And then you track their response and you mark your follow-up dates. Remember, follow up if you don't hear from them. Many have been leaving voicemails. About every 6 out of 10 are a voicemail. But I'd rather have my voice or a video, 1-minute video in my home than no voice at all. Reading is too much information. So today, people want to see people, hear people. I highly recommend a 1-minute video, Facebook Lives, and a voicemail. Very important. But have follow-up plan A, B, C. If they don't get back to you in 2 days, what will you do next? Maybe you left a voicemail. Next, you do a text or messenger video. Next, you maybe send a note in the mail. But have something in a plan of contact 1, 2, 3 within the first week. And have a place to invite them. So again, if they can't come Thursday, or maybe that's not an interest of theirs, then do they want to come to your party on Saturday? Hosting your own weekly party is perfect to have launch parties together, to be able to bring all of your leads and your clients, your former consultants. So start a weekly party of your own on Zoom and Facebook, and then invite them to begin, book, or buy. So this is the key to success in our new habits. So we know everything in life is about numbers. These are the facts in the marketplace. For again, what is OCI? We observe people. We then connect and have a conversation with them. Then the I is to interview and invite them. Let them just take a look and see if the shoe fits. That being said, what we typically find is that of every 4 that you invite, it'll lead to a conversation. Out of every 3 conversations, it typically is at least 1 new team member. Those are the odds. That's why we say 1 in 3, 1 in 5, 1 in 10, 1 in 20. Sometimes we feel like we run out of a list. Oh my gosh, I don't know who else there is. Remember the old-fashioned address book. Everyone is willing to support small businesses, family and friends in this different, changed world. So go back as if you were throwing a wedding or graduation and contact everyone and say, I'm excited. I'm helping people defy isolation. Come to my Super Saturday spa party. I want to help people have some fun at home. Bring your family, your kids, come to my Zoom party. I'm hosting a Facebook Live event to help people save money and get their essentials direct to their door. And I'm also looking to help people have a business they can work at home right now during these times until we're back to work. And then you've got a second stream of income when you are back to work. So again, it's just inviting. But when you feel you're out of that list, one of the best places to turn to, the #1 form of advertising and marketing today, is Facebook. And this beautiful face here, Gina O'Neill from Minnesota, district leader, President's Club, one of the top leaders, earning every trip ever, She was years ago one of our two with Marie Menard who earned and worked hard for a Mercedes-Benz. She also brings to us her quarterly expansion bonus. Never has she left it on the table. And she is one of the top trainers. She has done amazing with her job, meaning her job. She called it a new strategy of building on Facebook, doing more Facebook Lives, more connecting, and doing more advertising for herself on Facebook. She volunteered to train us today with some quick tips on how she expands her reach. And she had shared, she had 8 new team members from Facebook over this last quarter alone. So imagine that to your team. Time to defy the technology you may not know. Coming to you live today. Let's go back to our audience. Gina O'Neill. Woo-hoo! Thank you, Gina.
Thank you, Jackie. I did this last Monday, so I'm going to do it official now. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and just go right into it. All righty?
Perfect. We see it. Awesome.
All right. So is it big enough this time?
It looks great. Everyone else okay?
All right. Well, I'm in my Facebook business page. So I'm just going to show you the ad that I did. And I think quite a few of you have already have done the steps that I showed you on Monday. And there's been some great success stories on it already, which I'm really happy that you've done that. So let's see, get to that. Here's the ad that I did. Just really easy. Start your virtual business today. Free training available on free personal website, plus more. I chose this because it's a great entry price point. And that's what you want to draw is audience, what I call clickbait. Because when something is this reasonably priced, they're going to ask you more questions. They may be suspicious at first, but you know you can always chat with them and give them more details. So from here, this is where I would say I'm boosting right here. I've already boosted this, but I'm going to pretend I'm going to boost it again so we can get to that screen where you can make selections. All right, so I'm going to boost it here again. And this is what the screen will show you right here. I wanted to point this out, the higher proportion of text. So if you pick something, first let me go back. Post, make the post first, and then hit the blue box that says boost, okay? So I kind of went through it with Donna Hayes last night of how to set up the steps. It's a little bit easier. Then you get all these choices. If you went another direction, you don't always get all these choices, okay? So right here, I wanted to point out about the higher proportion of text. Just pick out something very simple because the more detail it is, you're not going to be able to boost that post. Facebook has a certain way that they want something that they can put out for you faster. And it also depends on how much money you want to spend. All right. The more text, the more money it's going to cost you. All right. So the other thing I wanted to show you is this right here, the objective. Does everybody see that? But anyways, it says here, how do you want to connect? So I click connect with chat and potential customers from $1 a day. So this is kind of how I set up my budget. How to determine your budget? Well, you think about for those of us that have been so used to doing vendor events, my goodness, you know, we spend $25 to $50 a month doing tabletops. So we can't do that right now. This is a good way to use those dollars as your advertising dollars. And again, I don't suggest spending a ton, $1 a day just to see how it goes. And you have to keep doing it because it's posting many ads consistently that will get you and funnel that business toward your Facebook. All right, So then here, I wanted to show you here my welcome message. So it's automatically programmed. Thanks for messaging me. I will respond and, as soon as I can. Then these are some of the things that you can suggest what you would like to have show. It'll say, hi, Gloria, please let us know how we can help you. Can I make a purchase? Blah, blah, blah. So usually they pick this one. I'm interested right here. Can you tell me more? So that's the one that you want if you want a sponsor, or team build. And the other one is, of course, can I make a purchase? And I do occasionally get someone that'll ask, what's popular right now? So these are the 3 that are most common that people will click. So if you already have these choices, it's a lot easier. Then people don't have to think. But you can down here type your own message if you choose to customize it more. All right. I try and do everything for them so that they don't have to think. They just click, and then you get the response or respond to them basically. All right, here's another one. So see how you can see 58 have clicked, can I make a purchase? 43, I'm interested, can you tell me more? 55, what's popular right now? So you can see you do get to generate quite a bit of interest. Now, I don't do the special ad category. I don't even know what that is. It has to do with credit, employment, or housing. That has nothing to do with this. So I don't, just leave that off. And then the audience that you want to customize, that you can go in here and edit. For instance, you can edit people you choose through targeting. Let's say that are just in the beauty business, or for instance, just in your community in terms of, small business owners. You can just customize however you like, whatever you want. So people who like your page, and their friends, etc. People in your local area. So you can click all that. So I click business for all because I don't, I want to get a bigger audience. So that's my objective. And you can go in here and edit your choices of what kind of audience you want. So here it is, business for all. I clicked men, and I clicked, and I narrowed the range from 25 to 45. I used to have a bigger range, like from 18 to 60. Well, that didn't get me a lot of clicks. So I narrowed it. So I would suggest narrowing the age group, because that really helps. And of course, I want to hit all of United States. But if you don't, you can go right in here. It says add location. So you can add whichever location you want. You can type in the state or your city and state. You can do all that, okay? All right. Again, you can customize your audience as much as you want. Again, people who match, you can get their suggestions, or you can type in whatever you'd like. And then you just save your selection. Then the next thing, setting your budget. Oh, here's what I wanted to point out too. The automatic placements, it's recommended by Facebook because they look at your history. And by looking at what you've done in the past, they'll place your ads where they think would best suit your client base or your history of doing certain boosts. They just kind of have the algorithms that kind of go through what you've done, and that's how you will be placed in an ad that's going to be fit for more people and better. So again, that's why it's very important that they tell you to post something every day, because that drives more traffic. It funnels more attention toward your own Facebook page. All right, the next thing I wanted to show you is the duration and budget. Now they'll make a suggestion, Facebook does, about, oh, you should spend this $3 a day or $5 a day. And I think that's a little high. So I set my own budget, and this is where you can click right here, your total budget. I've already boosted this once for $10. I boosted again for another $5 for 5 days. And you can set it up for $5 or $5 for the whole 5 days, which is $1 a day. And they kind of give you an estimate about how many people you can reach. Again, the more you pay for your ad, the more it goes out. So it's their advertising. That's how they make their money. Again, it's what's suited for you that's going to fit you the best. And then tracking conversations, I don't go through all that. And then, of course, you have your payment information. But another thing I wanted to show you was, so that's how you boost your post, okay? So you want to go into your inbox right here, all right? Oh, let's go to the ad center first. Well, no, excuse me, let's go to the inbox. I wanted to show you what people are doing responding-wise. So you can see all these people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people have answered the ad. So for instance, like this gal right here, she's my most recent one. She clicked, I'm interested, can you tell me more? And this is my standard answer. I don't care what they ask. This is, what I usually always type is right here. Hi, Annette, start with one of these kits. Choose one, total is. And I don't go into details how I got to the total unless they want more. Make it very simple so that they can look at it really easily, because people don't like to read a lot. They just basically want to get just the top layer of information. I was telling this to Gail last night, that you just type this standard for anybody that's interested and want to know more. So this gives you an earning potential of up to 50% on your client orders, parentheses, if they don't know what that means, sales. You can also earn additional 11% on team sales. You get a free business website, no minimum order size, and order when you want. So if they want more, oh, here's another thing too. For instance, let's see here, like here, if you see their picture right here and you click that on, or you kind of hold your arrow on it, you know they've read your message. Okay, so that's another thing I wanted to give you a tip on. Does everybody see that it's a tiny picture of the person that asked me the question? You can see it says seen by Annette on Tuesday at 5 o'clock last night. Okay, so that's something that they've seen it, so you don't have to go, oh my God, did she see it? I want it, I don't know if whether or not to bug her or not. Well, give them, a day or two and just say, by the way, I sent you this information. Do you have any questions? What else can I help you with? Would you like a sample or actually a hard copy of our book? And if they don't, then you can send them, the links. I don't always send a link of the books to people that are inquiring, because again, there's so much information in our brochures that specifically what type of business would they like. Then also, what their interests are. Because the thing is, you want to direct them to say, look at page 26 and 27 for that complete skincare set. I do that with sales too. Instead of just blasting them with the whole thing, just always have that focus on narrowing their what they need to look at. And that's what you're doing, is you're helping them and making recommendations. You are the consultant, so you are making the recommendations. And like I did last night, I helped a former client of mine focus on what she needed. I said, look at this page, these pages, and this is what I would recommend. Boom. She says, sign me up. So there you go. All right, we're going to look at the ad center. And from there, you get to look at what your ad's been doing, the performances. Here's the amount of money. See, I don't spend a ton of money. I spent $38.48 on my 7 ads in the last 60 days. What has that done? It's reached over 3,800 people, 445 post engagements, 32 link clicks. I need to get that number up a little bit on the link clicks. So I'm going to work on that a little bit. So the last recent ad, this is the one that I did previously. Let's see if I can, this is the first time I did it, beginning of April. So we want to review the results. So you can see the results here on the people. It says 97% of the women saw the ad. 2%, almost 3% of the men saw it, okay? And then you can see where they've placed your ad, all right? So you can see how they've placed your ad. This gives you some information. That's kind of a neat thing to see, right? Then location. So here you can see it's been placed a lot in California, Texas. So these are the states that are more active. Those are some of the tips that I want you to kind of take a look at. Not only do you advertise, but you want to kind of see the results too. That will help you a lot in terms of, you know, should I spend a little bit more money? Do I want to narrow my focus? What is it that I would like to see happen? And again, don't be discouraged. Just do it a little amounts at a time, $10, $5, whatever you're comfortable with, and just keep going, because I think that the more you do it, Facebook will go, oh, this person is going to want to spend some money. All right, let's go ahead. And you're always going to get these notifications up here from Facebook saying that, you know, most of that, you could reach more people when you finish boosting your post. You know, they always send that. So ignore them. You can boost again or do whatever you like, but most of them I do ignore them. I do what I want. All right, I'm going to stop sharing, and then, well, I'll go ahead and just minimize my screen, and then I'll stop sharing, and then we'll go back to if you have any questions. All right. Okay, if anybody has
I do.
has
Gina,
a
I have a quick question.
Yes.
So I did this the other day after your thing, and I don't remember getting a place to do a welcome. Is that right when you first start Boost? That's the first thing that comes up?
It should be. Yes.
Okay, 'cause I did my audience, and I don't remember that, but.
Okay, so I did this last night with Donna. Basically, you want to have your post already on your page.
Yeah.
And then click Boost.
Right.
Then all those selections come up. Because I don't remember how she did it, but she couldn't find it either. And when we did it this way, all the selections came up.
Yeah, I think I have everything but that, so I'll go back and fix it. But just so you know, I already got like 9 likes to the page. I mean, not to the page, to my invite or ad, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And I invited them to like my page. But the exciting thing is I got someone from Avon using her business page to like my ad. And so I couldn't invite her to like my page because that wasn't an option. Right. But I'm going to do my little, you know, detective work and find out what, you know, what's the deal. I went to her page and it says closed, but I have inventory. So I'm kind of curious. So anyway, I'm excited. Thank you.
Yes. Well, that's one of the neat things. When you get somebody that clicks on, you can go into their page and find out a little more history. Is that somebody I want to really have a nice conversation with? There's a lot of things that you can make a decision on. And you know what? I've had other people that stalked me. I just, you know, banned them. So don't be afraid. You can delete them and ban them, and, you know, you'll be okay, you know, especially if
I don't want them to think I'm stalking them, but I did do that. I went to their pages. I looked to see if they had kids. A lot of them speak Spanish. Some of them spoke English. You know, some are from Puerto Rico, El Salvador, and I'm like, oh my God, I might have a huge district before I know it. I don't know. We'll see. It's exciting though.
And if you remember back to Rosa's upline, Anita Diaz, remember she was bedridden, right? And she did 20 Facebook contacts a day by finding people, not, well, we'll call stalking. It's called research, right? So yes. Gina loves this part. So it's going out and observing, right? And to your point, Dia, Avon is not open, just FYI. So you've heard Hudi say that how many times on her insiders chat. So that's a pretty good target market that's out there, and they're looking. They can only make money right now if they had inventory. So
Well,
there's
that's what her Facebook cover said,
it does.
closed. And I'm
It
like,
does.
what? And then
Mhm.
her post said, I have inventory.
Correct.
So I was like, So
So
anyway,
this is a good time. Many other companies are like that. All right, we'll take one or two more questions. Carol, go ahead.
Gina, this is great to get it 2 times in a row, and thank you for.
You have to turn up your volume on your computer, the volume, the speaker.
Gina, can you hear me?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Gosh, I've got it up to 100. All
There
right.
it is.
Gina, thank you for doing this twice and helping all of us. And you are so, this is what's so wonderful about the Jaffa family is I have a quick question. Do you only post these ads on your Jaffa Facebook page, your Jaffa consultant, or can we also post them on our personal page because you're selling, but you're not selling? And then, but I'm only posting it on my Jaffa Facebook page, Jaffa Carol Boyer, Jaffa Independent Consultant. And for those of you that don't know that, you do have that because we have some consultants on. And shout out to Janice Parker. And also, I'm getting people posting things on my Jaffa Independent Consultant page, which I don't think, how can they do that?
You can go into settings and just set it up so that only you can see their post and not anybody else. So you have to go into your settings and select that. There's a whole section on settings on how you would like your page and what you want it to do for you. Like a lot of people don't allow you to post on their timeline or their page. So you can have that as blocked.
Yeah.
You just have to go in there and find how to do that and make that selection.
I'm seeing that on my VIP page too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gina.
Yeah.
Okay, Janice. Hi, Janice. Nice to have you. She has a question. Can she boost like this or post like this as well on Instagram?
Yes, you can. There is, I don't know what the fee, I've not tried the Instagram boost. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Instagram, but I know a lot of people love it because it's more of a branding. When I see something go into your feed and you see it for 30 seconds, you know, how much is that money spent well in terms of, you know, how many people are going to see it unless they're following you. So you have to get a lot of followers on Instagram. Same thing on YouTube. You've got to get those subscribers and followers to the point where they will always get that notification. Oh, you posted something on Instagram or YouTube. Okay. It takes a lot of work, but you know, it took me a lot of work, a long time to get where I am with Facebook. So you just got to take one thing at a time for now, focus on it a little bit more. And then once you've mastered it, go to the next platform. So I'm excited to see who's successful in their Instagram postings or YouTube. You know, how many people have got 1,000 subscribers right now? I want to know that. How do you get there, right?
Well, and to summarize, I mean, first of all, everybody's saying shout out, thank you, Gina, for taking the time to just literally show it, and we've captured it. So I know you've been tutoring all week long, and now we've got it recorded so people can continue to watch again and again. So thank you so much for that. Part two, remember, you're building your own algorithms, right? So the more, which I remember talking to Gina, I think it was last fall, maybe even sooner than that, before that, she really wanted to start doing more Facebook Live because it builds her feed, and she, you know, moves up in the algorithms. So again, very important, the more you're boosting, right? And paying for that, the more you're going to build your brand. It's no different, ladies, than if you go back to old school. You used to pay in the newspaper, and they would say you'd have to go 3 weeks in a row to get a rhythm of somebody even noticing your ad. And back then, I think I was spending $200 a month was my budget for the local newspaper. Think of today, this is crazy. I watch this and I go, oh my God, this is insane. This is a part, advertising is a budget in every business. Some of you might do it through samples. Some of you might do it through, events. And this was Gina. She knew because she's such an event builder. She does events almost weekly with her team. That's how she's grown her business. This is her at-home events now for advertising. Think about it, in 7 weeks, she only spent $39. You will never get a tabletop for $39 that nets you this. So this is a time to just relook at the system, going future forward, of always doing this. The key in anything in this world is consistency. And you can see that that's happening throughout what Gina's doing. That's how you build a brand for your business. So again, Gina, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for being beautiful and brilliant with us today. We just so appreciate you, and may it just bless you all forward. It only works when you learn and apply and try and then defy. So thank you so much, Gina O'Neill. Woohoo! So
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I want to end this. We typically have a 45-minute session each and every morning, just so you know the timing of it. And because we started our recording just a tad late, you're going to be close to about 45 minutes. So for those of you live, thank you for staying on just our little additional time so we could record. I don't want to step away without brags. And the reason I want to brag is because this is proof of the opening to our Caffeine and Cash slideshow that we showed you. What do we focus on every day? What is our intentions? What do we do in case this is for you, future leader or a current leader? That is this. So listen to these brags. This is just so much fun. This is my favorite part of our education and inspiration today. So we have Dia. She had she's getting ready for her grand opening party this weekend. We're super excited. She's been doing a Facebook event, and then it's tonight. Today. Oh, so
Last night. It was last night.
Awesome. So again, she had her grand opening. Again, we talked about doing this. Susan Nichols shared this, doing the welcome party, the grand opening party on virtual now. So we'll hear more from Dia in the morning. But she also boosted her post because Gina tutored her, and she said, okay, I'm going, and she did it. You already heard her likes. She's up to 9 likes, so that's pretty cool. And invited people then to her business page. She had a former comeback and an order, so great job. Sandra did 5 video texts. So many of you have been working on these 20 to 60-second video messages and how quickly you can communicate to people. She had 7 emails going out inviting people to buy, book, or begin. And she dropped off, I love this, 3 spa tubs with samples. So think about doorknob delivery of little love packages to your consultants, to your clients, to potential consultants and clients. I shared last night on Houdis Insiders chat that I got a surprise box yesterday. I'm like, I didn't order. I order Groupons and stuff every day. And I'm like, oh, what is this? This isn't from a vendor I bought from. And it was my hair designer. She probably sent me $100 of just hair products and said, thank you. Here's a beautiful card. It's beautiful. And it says, thank you for supporting me in this difficult time. Until I see you at your next appointment, enjoy this complimentary gift. And I'm talking nice stuff and all products I've never used. And I buy a lot of her different hair care specialties. So I'm just saying, think about that. So I love that you're dropping off spa tubs and samples. It's brilliant. Then we have Susan connected with 11 people, 3 interested, and booked her Zoom party for Saturday. So way to take the challenge and run. Great job, Susan. Okay, then we have, and forgive me, I keep forgetting, who is Smart Twos? Is that Janice Todd? Okay, I can't remember who Smart Twos is. Sorry, if I don't see your name, I don't know who you are. So anyway, re-sponsored 5 consultants, whole bananas, calling 10 inactives today. So congrats on that. Carol Boyer, video calls to 15 people, fantastic. Smart Twos, who are you? I'm sorry. I saw you unmute, go for it. Okay, that's okay. I'm just gonna keep going. Carol Boyer, video calls to 15, 3 formers who are going to have their $400 orders boosted for 5 days. Yeah, love it when you're trying new things. And booked a Zoom party for tomorrow night as well, as working towards that. She already had it. Super excited. Gina, again, had Facebook chats. I love that. Had 6 different chats going on throughout the day yesterday. $200 in sales. Had a former consultant return, and 3 more are interested. So that's a fantastic day. Delanne did her first video text and through Facebook as well. So that's awesome. Has a potential consultant coming back and will join with a friend. That's great news. Booked a virtual party, way to stretch and grow. 2 orders at $120. People requesting samples. Did some video texting as well. Talked to 10 out of 13 contacts. Every day you hit 10 connections, put a hot dot up, man, and treat yourself to something when you get 3, 4, 5 in a row. There is nothing that's going to create a better return than that. So beautiful day. Vicki Hoover, 22 texts. Oh, that's Marcia Fry. Congratulations, Marcia Fry. Thank you for typing that. I appreciate that. I never know who Smart Twos is. So great job. Love that. 5 comeback consultants. That's amazing. Vicki Hoover, 22 texts and emails. Awesome. $119 order. Consultants worked with her inactives. 5 ordering with over $400 or $500. And then she went out to the sea because she's floating in the beautiful ocean in Florida. God bless you. Way to work and then go play. Gail, boom, 25 conversations on her birthday. That is freaky incredible, and is sending 16 sachet follow-up. So fantastic. Pat did snail mail packets. Look at this. Again, if you heard Neil and Dana Phillips yesterday, handwritten notes, your voice, your face, talking with them, sending good old-fashioned things in the mail. I did the same yesterday, all handwritten. I think I had 20 packages. So love that, Pat. She sent 40 out to inactives, informers with action brochure, the current brochure, samples of Defy and a fragrance. So again, beautiful. You still have time to do a mailing with follow-up right now for April. And then we have Donzella. Great job. 3 videos, a couple of voicemails, talked to 6. That's fantastic. A former came back, had an order, has a potential returning back, did Facebook Live, and again, has 3 potentials looking at things. So I can't say enough. Bravo to all of you. This is exactly what we do every morning. So I wanted to just pause. We'll share and hear from each other in the morning. Today, we just wanted to maybe do this little midway to the month. If Caffeine and Cash is for you, join us every morning this month, 8 a.m., Tuesday through Friday, I should say. Let me pause there. Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. For the rest of April. So again, thank you, Gina O'Neill. Congrats to all of you. That was an incredible day yesterday. Make this an even better Winter Wednesday. Keep on going, keep on growing. We'll see you all in the morning, and we'll see you with Joy Guests at 11 a.m. Pacific tomorrow as well. So thank you all. This ends our recording. Yes, Carol.